One. Here we go!
Good day, viewers, and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of We Talk. I am, of course, Precious Nitanapo, your host and presenter for the show. Today, we have quite an interesting show going on. We speak to a dog whisperer in our interview, and we have an interesting We Recommend going on. But before we get into all of that, first, let's have a look at the news. In today's news edition, we take a look at the Omusati Education Director, Benny Asib, who told parents earlier this month who were demonstrating for better ablution facilities for the Oshukua Combined School in Omusati region that the government does not have money and the way to go for now is pit latrines. The schools have ran out of spaces to dig and therefore no more pits. Let's have a look at the video.
Life is all about sharing. If you don't share the little you have, history will judge you harshly. Look, when you get up every morning, the most important thing, when you get up every morning, ask yourself a question. How do I want people to remember me for when I'm no more? Hopefully you know that all of us one day we are all going to pass on. Are there those who are not going to pass on? Okay. O kakelene kanguya. O shakara kuchanta e hota tukaseni. Mugitako. O tadi prane kucha. Wahara na antu ekudimburu kwengini gewasi. Ota ekudimburu kwa shari hoya denge.
Iya njiwa yetu kuno na vetu veskora ngasha tuti omijaro deskora ne ngaku deskora kuno na vajake eskora dile moluno seket. No shoyo iya njiwa taikaanjwa kova karimo bomo mkuyu community. Nena ohatuka pewa omijaro dunona voskora ngashideshi popianare ne ngaku doskora kunona omijaro madoskora odafimana shotete epangero oratura bokucha okana keshe kamwe nakakare haka iposkora nonjao o watu wapo oskorayo yonumba ndo hatu ihange uno na vetu vehena omijaro diwa napo otohango kana kamwe okeno njaro wakurupa wapombauka okana kamwe kokadona nokambija komeshita kapate nao otohange uno na mati no shikweo ihashipate vari oshatoka ukapo okana kamotoka hange ndero kafiwa ngongenda takapewa njaro woskora ndo owakula kama chono ita nemo iroka dona ita wanemo ndo tajarango kwa kafike koskora uno na vamo havi hange o havendeke madi vehene ngaku.
Finally, my little ones are receiving what they deserve and they are happy. They are going to put on their uniforms and they will go to school happy, just like other children. And we continue to see it that they pass their examinations with flying colors. Thank you very much.
In today's news edition, another segment talks about early childhood development centers. In 2021, Maxi joined DREAMS, an HIV prevention program for vulnerable adolescent girls and young women funded by the United States government. When Maxi first learned about the DREAMS program, she was in a dire situation. She had left school at the age of 10, became pregnant with her first child, and 2 years later gave birth to her second baby. She was in great need of support to get her life back on track. A DREAMS mentor supported Maxi to access youth-friendly HIV testing and other health services such as pregnancy prevention. She then learned that the program also offers young women between the ages of 15 and 24 the opportunity to enroll in an economic strengthening activity. Maxi was trained in financial literacy, foundational professional skills, and workplace-focused behaviors and norms. Additionally, she enrolled in a 6-month certification course in early childhood development through the Katutura Youth Enterprise Center, a vocational training center which is based in Windhoek. These classes focused on child development, child nutrition, and how to care for babies, bringing Maxi closer to her dream of becoming a teacher. Maxi's passion for children grew with each day of learning. When she was selected for a paid internship at Development Workshop Namibia, an early childhood development program, Maxi knew her life had really begun to change. The Development Workshop Namibia Center supports improvement of infrastructure such as buildings and playgrounds, offers child-friendly materials, including storybooks, and develops tools that can be used by both parents and instructors to expand their ability to care for their children. The organization was so impressed with Maxi's work, they offered her full-time employment. Living at home with her mom, who is a domestic worker, her unemployed uncle, and her 2 small children, Maxi is now able to contribute to the expenses at home. She says, "I managed to buy warm winter clothes for my kids this year and have been saving up to buy a wardrobe and a cupboard for our bedroom." In her new position at the organization, Maxi helps local early childhood development centers that are largely located in Windhoek's informal settlements. The DREAMS program's economic strengthening approach helps vulnerable young women such as Maxi become more economically independent, which reduces their risk of HIV infection. Maxi says she couldn't be prouder to be earning her own money and be fully employed. Currently, she is in the process of applying to a local college to further her studies in early childhood development and pursue a career in education. Other training opportunities that are offered by DREAMS include clothing production, beauty care, catering, and agriculture, plumbing, electrical, welding, and bricklayering. DREAMS obviously stands for Determined, Resilient, Empowered, AIDS-Free, Mentored, and Safe. The program is funded by the United States President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief through the United States Agency for International Development. In Namibia, DREAMS is implemented by Project Hope and Achieve and cooperates with several ministries. But that is all we have for today's news segment. See you again.
What a child experiences during the first years of their life has a lasting impact on the development of their brain. While genes set the roadmap, experiences create the neural connection inside the brain that sets the foundations of our emotions, language, motor skills, vision, and memories. If one region gets additional stimulation, the neural pathways within that area and the connections to other areas grow stronger. This process is called synaptic pruning. You can also imagine your brain as a planet. There is motor skill metropolis, memory mountain, and vision village. Through the years, popular cities grow bigger and links between them get larger. Now, if one area was never developed, there can be traffic jams. This then slows down the development of the entire brain. Some neurotransmitters will be tired getting to work. Others will take shortcuts and get lost. Betty Hart and Todd Risley studied children's exposure to language. On average, children from families on welfare were exposed to about 600 words per hour. Kids from rich families got about 2,000. By the age of 3, the gap becomes 30 million words. But it didn't end there. Children from privileged families received much more positive feedback. For every 6 words of praise, there was only 1 word of discouragement. Welfare kids, however, had twice as much discouragements as praise. This could make a difference that lasts a lifetime. In a study that began in 1963, psychologist David Weikart and his team randomly divided 123 underprivileged kids into 2 groups. One group spent 2 years at a top preschool with excellent teachers. They made art, discussed problems, and received a lot of attention, respect, and love. For the other, life went on as usual, often without much attention from anyone. 40 years later, the high-scope Perry preschool study was published. At age 5, 67% of the children in the top preschool group had an IQ of over 90. They were school-ready. Of the others, only 28% achieved that. At 14, there was a big difference in basic classroom achievements. At 27, the top preschool group were more likely to own their own home. And at age 40, they earned more money and were less likely to ever be sentenced to jail. The researchers concluded that the 2 years at preschool nourished the children not only intellectually, but also gave them social skills, courage, and perseverance. This combination of character strength, also called grit, was later responsible for their success in life. The $15,000 invested in putting those kids into preschool later benefited the entire society, mainly through a reduction in crime. The total return of investment was estimated to be at $195,000. In 2006, Nobel Prize-winning economist James Heckman published what became known as the Heckman Curve. It shows the return of investments in education, which is the highest in the early years. Governments have since started to act. In Germany, parents get a lot of financial support to raise their kids. In Japan, mothers or fathers can take a full year of paid leave. In France, all children go to kindergarten free of charge. If you happen to be in charge, know that with every extra minute you spend encouraging and talking to that little troublemaker, you might be doing him a favor for life. According to the University of Michigan, regular family dinners are a stronger predictor of good grades than doing homework.
Of course, we are back and it's time for our We interview. We are here with Flavor the dog whisperer and all of his pet buddies as well, who are super excited to be here today. But I think let's allow the dog whisperer to introduce himself properly.
Hello, I'm Karupo Andreas, well known as the Namibian Canine Whisperer.
The Namibian Canine Whisperer, I think I like the sound of that, especially because it's so beautiful to see how they stick around you. They play around, but they choose to just play where you are in the area. So how did it come to you becoming a Canine Whisperer?
I've always been around dogs. It's always been a passion. I got my first dog, had my thing with it, and figured out I just want to make it big, From one dog to a pack of 13 or 17 dogs. So yeah, it started very small, I should say. I never really thought I'd make it this big, but here I am.
So is it something that you taught yourself, Or is it something that took you a while and it took you a few courses and watching a few videos and so forth for you to learn to actually, control these dogs?
I was always passionate about this one show, Caesar Milan on DSTV, and AJ Wild. So I would always like put my studies one side and I'll always watch this guy do his stuff. And then I'll go back to my dog on the farm and I'll do stuff with my dog and I figure
guys are coming from Windhoek and you're ruling
he
with
does stuff,
Chivarongo,
yes,
hey?
he's inspired, he's like kind of inspiring me, but there's stuff he does, there's stuff I do that he's not doing. So in a way, I'm special in a way because stuff I'm doing are stuff I did not learn from Caesar Milan. Caesar Milan taught me a few stuff, but the rest of the stuff I just learned on myself.
So as much as he inspired you to, get into this, there's a lot that you also taught yourself, that you accomplished and that you mastered is the word that I'm looking for. It's a very interesting career field. It's not something that a lot of people do. So why did you decide to stick to it?
You know what? Before this, I was actually into mechanics. I studied mechanics and all that. I did the job. I was in the industry, but then waking up every day, you're just like, is it me with oily hands, oily pants and tops? No, man. Why don't I just stick to something I love?
Yeah.
Why don't I stick to something I love? And I started off with dog training. It was very small, but because you love it, you go out, train somebody's dog, and you just don't feel like you're working at all. It's just like, yeah, you're just having fun, but you're getting paid for having fun. So then I just said, I'll just stick to this, man. It works.
No, you just mentioned getting paid to have fun and doing something that you're passionate about instead of, being a mechanic. What is the highlight of your day? Do you do this every day or is it once a week? And if so, what is the one thing that makes you really happy? The one thing that gives you that peace in what you do?
The hikes are twice a week. Apart from the hikes, the days in between, we do house visits where we do one-on-one trainings with the owners and their dogs. Yeah. What was your second question?
What makes you happy?
Dora! What makes me happy? Just being around animals and being around nature.
Well, I think there we have it from K9, the dog whisperer. Just before we end it off, any last words for our viewers at home?
Viewers at home, for those who are dog lovers and who own dogs, and your dogs are cooped up at home, if you can't bring your dogs out to the dam, you can always just make a provision with us so that we bring your dog out. All those dogs come from different homes, all with their different problems. They are not all just cool dogs. They have some issues, aggressive behavior, shyness, and all that. But we try to bring everybody together, so that you just all integrate. So don't keep your dog at home just because you feel like, no, your dog is aggressive or whatnot or what. If your dog is aggressive, we'll put your dog's muzzle on and then they can still interact with all the other dogs. What we want is a healthy dog at the end of the day. And if you just keep your dog cooped up at home, you're just getting your dog mentally drained and physically stressed. So yeah. And for those who have puppies, please, after your third shot, please take puppy courses with me or with any other trainer around your town and get your dog trained. It's the best thing you can do for your dog.
Well, there you guys have it. We got a few tips from the K9 Whisperer himself, but let's not hold them up. The dogs are becoming a little anxious. I think it's time for us to allow them to do their thing, allow the K9 Whisperer to do his thing as well with the dogs over here while we watch and see how it all goes down.
So I must say what I'm going to do. Okay. All right, I've got my pack members. I'm not going to call any names. I'm just going to head in that direction, all right? They have to follow me, and then I'll try to hold them back as I move backwards, eh? Let's go. I'm not calling anybody. I'm just walking, all right? And they know they need to be around me. All right? Let's go. Kayambu, kom. Bly met die honde, né? Bly met die honde. Staan daar. Back, 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 Rocco. Back. Venny, back. 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 Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Back, Venom. Back. Back. Stay back. Stay with Scooter. Stay back. Back, Venom. Go back. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Stay back, all of you. Back. Back, Venny. All right, one escape goat. Back. 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 Go to Rocco. Back, everybody. Back. 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 Stay back. Stay back. Back. Back, Nelson. You're doing well. Back. Rocco, go back. All right. Back. Okay. Let's run. 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 All of us. Let's go. 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 Okay, up onto the bench. Let's go. Up, up, Venom, up. Vadi, up. Venom, up. Up, 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 up. Let's go. Venom, Vadi, up. Up, 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 up. Venom, Vadi, Scooter, up. Up we go. Hey, Scooter. Good boys. Good boys. Good boys. Good boys. Let's go. Let's head out. Come on. Let's head out. Let's head out. Let's head out. Let's head out. Eba, what's up with you? Follow your leader, guys. Follow your leader. Follow your leader. Follow your leader, guys. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, honey. All right. As for our handles on Facebook, it's the Namibian_K9_Whisperer. On Instagram, the Namibian K9 Whisperer as well. And on TikTok, the Namibian K9 Whisperer as well. The number is 081 3100 133. 3100 133. All right. Cheers.
Well, it's of course time for We Recommend. We just finished our interview with the dog whisperer. We are still at Avis Dam, and I think it only makes sense that we recommend the Avis Dam for today. It's of course a great area for you to come just for serendipity, as well as beautiful walks and walks for your dogs as well. As we've seen earlier, the views are absolutely amazing and the energy is perfect. So let's just have a look at a few overlays.
It's the third week of the month, and things are a little on the quiet side on the entertainment front. However, on Friday at 8, the French pianist Carole Beffa delivers a unique solo piano concert based on the silent film The Lady's Delight in the National Theatre. On Saturday at 8 a.m, the Kommersdal Community Market takes place at the Community Hall until 3, with loads to eat and drink, music and fun. And as from 2 o'clock, SA's Rian Bernardi performs live at Presley's Lounge in Windhoek. On Tuesday at 7, the Scientific Society in Windhoek hosts a public talk by CDC Namibia Country Director Dr. Brian Baker. And then a highlight for Namibia Media Holdings is the opening of the annual Tourism Expo at the Windhoek Country Club on Wednesday at 4. In the meantime, you can still catch Bukalu's stories by Lynette Musakubili at the project room until April 25th. An Ode to the Masters at the National Art Gallery, and Cutting the Flame, a ceramic and collage exhibition by Andrea Horst-Hemke and Anlach Aina Kuhn at the Bellas Atelier and Gallery. Have a good weekend.
Well, that was it for today's edition of We Talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had an interesting interview with the Dog Whisperer, an interesting We Recommend, and another interesting new segment. But that was it from today. See you again.
2, 1.